Thank you, Roberto. Thank you very much for giving the floor to exercise my right to give some explanation and clarification to my Armenian colleague. I read your message saying that we have to keep a bit room for the further activities and to be ready for some competitive measures. Of course, I understand your point, and in respect you, I will be now politically correct. But of course, the issues that have been raised, I would say not issue, but accusations, groundless accusations have been put by my Armenian colleague, of course, needs to be answered. But before doing that, I'd like to thank Michael Link for his very, very essential remarks and also for his commitments to be in line with the OSCE values and the principles when it comes to the elections in unrecognized puppet regimes or unrecognized territories or the occupied territories such as Nagorno-Karabakh, Abkhazia, and others. Of course, it is pretty much appreciated that we have such a consensus, and also I want to recall the last press release made by the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly's bureau members about that. We made it clear that how we should, let's say, behave in that regard. But coming to the remarks made by my Armenian colleague, Mr. Kanjarian, Roberto, I understand, to be honest, the situation of my Armenian colleague, because as you know that in each case, when I raise the issue, which is legitimate issue, legitimate concern, legitimate question about the occupation, about the, let's say, violation of human rights, about the ethnic cleansing, the act for genocide, or so on, Armenian colleague, to be honest, doesn't have anything to react. I understand the desperate situation in answering, in finding a reasonable answer to the questions. But anyway, I think really this platform should be served to finding some sort of understanding and be in line with the international commitments and the other, let's say, obligations that our countries have been taking. So the first question, elections in the occupied region of Nagorno-Karabakh. Dear friends, what type of elections are you talking about? It was not the election, it was the stage. It was the show staged by Armenia, which was rightly rejected and denounced by international community. So my question is why Armenia doesn't accept this reality? This is the first. This is first, and I do recommend my Armenian colleague at least to be in silence when it comes to such a very clear and very obvious question, issues that is completely against the Armenian political discourse and the policy that is proceeding now. The second, dear Roberto, my Armenian colleague is always speaking about the human rights, democracy in Azerbaijan. Please, you first look at the political situation in Armenia, then blame the others on the same. What happens in Armenia now? The increasing number of the political prisoners. I have the list of 58 political prisoners. The case of the journalist who announced the hunger strike in the Armenian prison, who died after 48, let's say, 48 or 47, I don't know, days of the having the hunger strike in the prison. Nobody paid attention to that. Just look at the recent developments in Armenia. The second fraction in Armenian parliament, Tarukyan, has been deprived from the right of immunity just because he was against party of Pashinyan regime. He was kicked out because of dissident democracy. Now Armenian government, to be honest, controls all the branches of the power. So this is the question really needs to be answered. But when it comes to, Robert, I'm finishing. When it comes to the people of Nagorno-Karabakh, you know, everyone knows that there is no such a people. There is Armenian and Azerbaijanis living in Nagorno-Karabakh. What we offer is, of course, Armenian population of Nagorno-Karabakh is the citizens are the citizens of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan pledged their obligation and commitment to protect the rights of Nagorno-Karabakh and to provide the security. So we have the phased negotiations. This is why if we have really an intention to tackle the issue in a constructive way, we have to be in line with all this commitment. So this is why my recommendation to my colleague from Armenia that you should define whether you call the Nagorno-Karabakh, then you call Artsakh. What is Artsakh? What is the others? You are trying to, you have to be very strict to the name, first of all. This is why people of Nagorno-Karabakh as such is not existing because there is a population of Azerbaijan and Armenian and Azerbaijani communities living in Nagorno-Karabakh. So we are ready to grant all the rights to them to live, to coexist. My final point. I want to recommend my Armenian colleagues that with Armenian people, Armenian government to be abandoned from the illusion of the legitimizing the results of occupation. It will never happen. This is why when we are talking about that, my Armenian colleagues deliberately divert the attention from the main topic, from the main issue, and trying to put another topic and to trigger the unnecessary discussion. I'm very sorry for my colleagues. I took their times, but I'm obliged to do this statement. But of course, I agree with Roberto. I'm always ready. I'm always open to have a constructive discussion with Armenian colleagues to find a way how the parliamentarians can engage in finding the soonest solution for the Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict. Thank you very much again.